Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's JTV in the building. And today I got Pops with me. And today's special guest on the channel, man, is Top Rival. What's going on?
Top Rival, what
What's
up?
up, man? What's up? How you guys doing?
Chilling, brother. I would definitely want to knock out this interview. I think you're a talent. And I'm not gonna lie, we've been covering a lot of upcoming rappers that I generally think who's gonna blow up. I think you're one of the ones, bro. You've been going crazy.
For sure, you feel me? We got a lot of shit in motion. We got a lot of shit coming. You feel me? We've been working. We've been doing our thing. You feel me? Silently, but we climbing. We going up. For
For sure. Yeah, we'll start from the beginning, right, Pops?
Yeah, we're gonna start from the beginning. Shout out to you. Keep going with your music career. And Jerry TV, yo, we always find that the young artists that are blowing up, and you're on that list.
I appreciate you guys for sure, 100%. You feel me? Just fucking being able to support us and fucking, keep pushing us just to know we have some type of, you feel me, support, some type of, you feel me, inspiration to keep going. You feel me? Just having someone to, support, just everyone in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a copy that. We copy that. So let's start from the beginning. Yeah. What was your first exposure to hip hop? Like, what was the first? Who introduced you to hip hop? Was it your uncle? Was it your mom's? Was it the homies? Or was it just you discovered it? How did that work?
Well, I'm gonna start from the top. So I have a cousin. He's a pretty good rapper. He's really good. He don't really be releasing music like that just because of certain situations, certain scenarios that you feel me that could happen. Feel me? So he just be staying low. You feel me? He be staying low, but he really be slapping. He been rapping since he was like 6 years old. My cousin, shout out my cousin MTMG JoJo and shit. Feel me? The older homie from my hood, fucking Happy 200 block. He's down right now. You feel me? He's been down for a minute. So you feel me? They're just inspirational, for me. Look up to them. You feel me? Just keep the shit going. Keep this shit alive. Keep the flame lit. You feel me?
Got it. So that got you started, and then you have the hip hop your name now? Has it always been, or did you have the original hip hop name?
Well, I never really started rapping. I never really rapped until one day we was in the studio. We was in the studio and the homie was just like, the homie goes from me. He was from like, he just told us, he's like, fuck, let's make a song. Let's all just fuck around, see how it comes out.
Yeah.
And Gunplay, that was Gunplay. That song wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. What? That was your first song ever?
That was my first ever song. That song was not supposed to be released. We were just like, this just for the homies, we gonna keep it in the files. You feel me? That's all it is. A couple weeks later, the homie calls and he's just like, hey, brother, like, what's up? I'm thinking of dropping this. What do you think? Feel me? And I was just like, well, fuck, Yeah, you feel me? It's good. Let's do it. And that shit blew up. That shit went up for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some rappers are just made to blow up, right? Because you seen that with like big rappers nowadays. They say, yeah, I put out 3 songs and I blew up. Like, that's crazy, bro. That was your first song.
Yeah, I'll be tripping out though, brother, because that song, I think it's almost like at 300,000 or 200,000, somewhere around there. And then I dropped the other one with Shottas. I dropped No Regrets, and that shit's like at almost 80,000. You feel me? That was my first like song I actually recorded alone. You feel me? That I was actually, you feel me? I wrote. You feel me? I wrote all my songs, but I'm talking about like actually like that was my first ever song. You feel me? By myself. Yeah. So other than Shottas.
Yeah, I think we should go back to that. I want to get into your childhood first, and then we'll go back to the music part. But let's start from the beginning. So where are you from exactly for the people who don't know?
Watsonville, California, Santa Cruz County, fucking by Monterey, Salinas. Feel me? We popping out here. Feel me?
Yeah. How far is that from like San Jose or whatever?
We're about an hour away from San Jose, like an hour.
Oh. And that's like that's not Central California. That's Northern California though, right?
That's Northern California. It's like in the middle. So Salinas. So it's Salinas, Watsonville, and then Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz is like probably like 45 minutes away from San Jose. And it's right of like Santa Cruz is like the borderline of the Bay Area. Well, San Jose is the borderline of the Bay Area, but we're past. So we're not considered Bay Area, but you feel me? We're locked in with the homies out there, locked in with people out there and shit. But so Santa Cruz County is right over. It's like it's like literally. So it would be San Jose, and then it would be like Scotts Valley coming down to be Scotts Valley, and then Santa Cruz.
Okay, so they say like Watsonville is like the most like cholo part of California, of Northern California. Is that true?
I would honestly say because we like I don't want to speak too much upon it, but we're originators of this shit. You feel me? This shit all started. You feel me? We push it hard. We're strongly out here. You feel me? Everybody's wearing 501 big ass shirts, big ass sweaters. Feel me? Yeah, so my little brother. Yeah. I'm on another hype. You feel me? I've been through like group homes and shit, so I had a different type of influence. So I've been through juvenile halls, and I've been, you feel me, all my life. So I've been around different type of people, a variety of different type of people. So my influence was always just different. You know, I never wore like that baggy ass clothes. You feel me? I was never my beanie down to my eyes and shit. Nah, that was never me. But like our family and shit, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. All right, so you were born and raised in Watsonville, right?
Yep.
So how was your childhood? Like, what was like elementary to like middle school? What were you seeing back then? Did you see? Was it dangerous over there? Like, what was your childhood like?
For sure, this shit. We honestly, for me, it was just my cards. You feel me? I'm just playing my cards. That's all it was. You feel me? For me, I wouldn't change shit though. I would do the same shit all over again. I wouldn't change shit. I just make smarter decisions and move smartly. You feel me? That's the only thing. But I would say my childhood. I'm not gonna say I went through a lot of poverty, a lot of obstacles. For me, I had to persevere into a lot. I had to persevere to a lot of situations that you feel me could have broken a lot of individuals. But you feel me? I had a pretty rough childhood. I would have fucking have all I had was my mom's. My pops was in and out of my life. Feel me? Fucking people dying and shit like that. All I had was the homies. You feel me? That's all I really looked up to. That was my father figure. You feel me? Just the homies.
Wow.
So
Like that
you
sense of belonging.
so you really went through some rough times. At what age did you like jump off the porch and was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna be in the streets. Fuck it. This is what I'm about that life."
Well, so okay, let me see. My first time I went down, I was like 12 years old. That was my first. I went down for 2 charges. Yeah, that was my first time I went down. But I was already off the porch. You feel me? We this is our life. You feel me? This is what we live. You feel me? It's not like, oh, I'm hopping off the porch. It's just we're born into this shit. So we just gotta. You feel me? My house always got shot at. You feel me? There's always
Oh
a bunch of
damn.
different going on this shit. But feel me? So we was just like raised into this shit and created. Like this is our life. This is our destiny. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it
So
was never
yeah,
been off the porch.
yeah.
Feel me? It's just
Did your father was in the streets, or do you have like brothers or cousins, or was just your homies around the neighborhood?
like it's generational ties, brother. It's
Okay. Oh
generational ties.
yeah. All right.
It's deeper than my pop. My pops was never my pops was never into like gang related. It's always been like my uncles, my grandparents. You feel me? So this is deeper than just my brothers. You feel me? Everybody. You feel me? It's been everybody damn near all my uncles, my grandpa. You feel me? All that. It's just you feel me?
Yeah.
That's just it's deep. It's generational ties.
Okay. So what was your father doing around that time? I know you said he wasn't really in your life, right?
Um, nah, it's just a lot of bullshit going on, brother. Honestly, it was really a lot of bullshit. Feel me? My dad was abusive. He was very abusive. You feel me? To my older siblings, and my mom just wanted to keep us away from that. You feel me? But yeah,
Gotcha.
so it was just in and out of our lives. You feel me? Treat my mom poorly. Just a bunch of bullshit like that. But
Just
for
a
me,
lot.
yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. We went through a lot of trauma and a lot. I mean, just a lot of tough shit
So
for sure.
how'd you end up in Philadelphia?
Okay, so I ended up Philadelphia because so this was what fifth grade. Fifth grade, I think. I believe it's fifth grade. Fifth grade. So my mom had a friend or whatever. My mom, but she ended up getting with this guy out there in Philadelphia. She ended up getting with this guy out there in Philadelphia. Well, he used to live out here in Watsonville, but they ended up reconnecting through like social media. I don't know, whatever. You feel me? And
Hmm.
uh, I don't know. We ended up just moving out there, just starting. You feel me? My mom wanted something better for us, and from a different environment, different habitat. You feel me? Just for us to open up our vision, and see what life was really about. Because all we knew was the city and the gangs. You feel me? All we knew was what we bang.
Yeah, because you told me, okay, we talked before, like off the call, like one time, and he said that he's very familiar with like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. You started speaking them like that, right? Talk about that.
Yeah. Basically, it was weird because I've always talked Spanish. I've always talked English, right? But basically, when I went over there, I was over there for about 2 years, and it was weird because like after a while, I started realizing like my Spanish started like having this little slang to it. You feel me? It had like a little. It didn't sound like regular Spanish.
Yeah.
Like my shit,
Oh,
like
so you're like coño loco, que mierda.
yeah, and all that shit. Like literally, like that's literally how they talk. So I literally started hearing myself, and I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I would trip out. I would really trip out. My mom even started realizing it because I went to school out there. You feel me? So I was with a lot of different races, a lot of different individuals, different type of people. A lot of
So
blacks, a lot of Puerto
was
Ricans.
what's the biggest difference between the East and the West Coast? Since you were able to experience shit, like
Both.
what was the like the one thing that you're like, wow, shit is like a whole different world.
The weather, for sure. The weather, I would
Oh,
have the food over there, like Syrian food, like pizza over there was like, ooh, that shit was gas. When I ate
Yeah.
pizza, eat pizza over here again. Pizza, the Philly cheese, the sandwiches, the Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak sandwich,
Yeah.
motherfucking pack. Or the what else? Like the fuck, I forgot what they're called. The Cuban sandwiches. Oh my
Yeah.
god, those for me. Nah, yeah, but the different type of people, like I don't know, honestly. I lived in over there. I did live in a good neighborhood, so I didn't have a lot of. You feel me? I didn't have a lot of negative influence in my life at that time. But you feel me? It was like, and then if some bullshit ended up happening, the guy that my mom was talking to ended up started using like steroids and like come downs and shit, and he ended up beating the shit out of my mom. He ended up beating my mom's ass, So we went through a lot of domestic. Well, she went through domestic violence over there, and like he was just crazy. You feel me? Like that shit was crazy, and that was my first time I ever like really like you feel me? I
Yeah.
got into beating my mom's ass. You feel me? I did what I had to do. I ended up stabbing them. So you feel me? That shit. That was one of that was a really big thing in my life. You feel me? That was a traumatic event.
Yeah.
An event that really defined me. I feel like you
Wow.
feel me. It really made me think stuff differently. Like now, women is like you feel me. I'll never touch a female, and
Yeah.
I have respect for females. Just because my mom. You feel me? Shout out to my mom. You feel me? My mom put that there for me.
Yeah, that's real. So I'm guessing he didn't like press charge or anything like that, right? You were good and shit like that, or
No, no,
whatever.
no. He was going crazy, brother. Like he tried to start hitting my sisters and shit. So
Oh.
like that shit was crazy, and it was like a come down from steroids. It's hella weird. Like he was just hella mad and shit. I was still a little ass boy. I was in fifth grade. You feel me?
Yeah.
A road of fucking like
Hell.
madness. Yeah, for sure.
All
It's a
right.
whole
So then,
different.
yeah,
so you get out of Philly.
yeah.
You get out of Philly. Obviously y'all bounce and then y'all come back to the
Yeah,
West
it was
Coast.
me. It's my mom. So it's my mom's, and I have five siblings.
Oh shit.
So my mom and five siblings through all that bullshit. You feel me? And then like there was some bullshit like bro, like we were going through it. Like we had to take shuttles. Like he was going crazy trying to find us at the Greyhound and shit. You feel me? Like that nigga was just being a weirdo, brother. Like he was just you feel me on some other shit. But hella shit ended up happening. We ended up flying back to Cali and shit.
So are you the oldest, or are you like the middle child? Like, where
I'm
you?
the middle child. I have an older brother. I have an older sister, and I have a younger brother and a little brother and a little
Okay.
sister.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you want to say your
Yeah.
age if you don't want to?
For me, I'm 18, brother.
Okay.
You feel
Okay.
me? I'm
Yeah.
just yeah.
You come back to Philly, and then what happens next after that?
We come back to Philly, and like I just had so much hate in my heart at that time. You feel me? That's when I really just started. You feel me? Like fuck it, it is what it is. I was never home. Feel me? My mom caught cancer. My mom got cancer. My mom got cancer.
Oh.
So that was a real time. You feel me? We were like I said, poverty. We was living all of us in the same room. You feel me? We was all in one room. We was all literally like just poverty. You feel me? We all slept on the
Trying to
floor.
figure it out.
Just right out, yep. And now you feel me, like me I was a little bit older, so at around that time I started understanding stuff differently and in a different manner. So at that time it was just like fuck that. I don't want to be home. I don't want to see my mom crying. I don't want to see you feel me like I don't want to see no bullshit. You feel me? That just it's gonna push me farther and push me off the edge.
Yeah.
That was just like bullshit.
Damn, that's real, man. So, and then what was your high school experience like? So you get to like high school. What happens
I
after that?
brother, I've never been to a regular high school. I just go juvenile halls, group homes, juvenile halls, and then for gun charges and a bunch of other little stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then I ended up finally catching a big charge. You feel me? I ended up catching. I can talk about it. You feel me? Because I pled guilty. I did my time and
Yeah.
whatever. I ended up catching a double attempted murder charge. So that sent me back farther, and it's just like
What age was
I was
that?
facing. I was 15.
Oh, okay.
I
So
was
you were a
15.
juvenile. Okay. So then,
16. I was 16. I'm sorry about that.
yeah.
I was 16. And that was a real setback. I was facing 40 years of life. I was on the whole time I called my case. When I called my case, like when that incident happened, I was on GPS monitor. So you feel me? That was like getting away from that motherfucker. I was done. I was on GPS monitor, so fucking. I ended up going down, right? Facing 40 years of life, but I kept faith. You feel me? I was just, you feel me? It is what it is. It is the life I chose, and I was okay with whatever the outcome was.
Wow.
I
Why
was,
do you think
I
so?
mean,
You think was it because of what you were told, or was it more of just like being a man, right? Like just standing behind your shit.
it was. I really had no one. You feel me? When I was out, it was really like a difficult time. It was difficult because I really didn't have shit. You feel me? I didn't have no one. I didn't have support. My support circle was weak. You feel me? Well, like it wasn't weak because I had my moms and my grandparents and shit. But you feel me? Like my grandparents have like 17 grandkids. You feel me? Like you feel me? It's just so it was never. It was just always like I try to keep myself away. That's what it was. So when that happened. Well, I had already done some time, I had already done some time, so I wasn't really tripping. I caught my case in a different county, so it was even worse. It was
Oh.
way worse. It's just different. And so basically, there's I don't know if you ever heard of CYA. Well, you heard
Yeah.
you with all the other, like Rico, all the homies
Yeah.
that you feel me that's been CYA and shit,
Yeah.
Gladiator School. So after a while, through all the programs and everything, they ended up closing. They ended up closing CYA.
CYA. Yep.
All the kids that got juvenile life before CYA got closed down, they ended up sending them back to their juvenile halls. But the juvenile halls had to make a whole new foundation. It's called something called secure check, secure
Yep.
check, and it's basically like everybody that comes back from CYA or gets juvenile life gets set in that unit. They literally they segregate us. You feel me? Like high charges or secure check, and those. So I was 16 years old with niggas like 24 years old.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. I heard
So
we
that
heard that before. That's crazy.
no, yeah, for sure. So that really for me, there was more expected of me. There was more expected of me. So you feel me? I had to move different, move smarter. Feel me? Not from my town pushes a lot of weight and shit. You feel me? So you
Yeah.
feel me? I just gotta live up to my expectations. You feel me?
So you had
Yeah.
to grow up. You had to grow up really fast.
Yeah.
So
And how was that experience in general?
All like secure check and all that shit, CYA, all that shit. Like, well, it's basically secure check. I did secure check basically, but that shit's like. Brother, honestly, when I was facing 40 years of life at 40, I was just like, okay, as soon as I turn 18, they're going to send me to the pen, and whatever happens after that, it happens. You feel me? But I ended up beating my juvenile transfer. A juvenile transfer is basically where they either trial you as an adult or trial you as a
Yeah.
juvenile. So basically, what they did with that was I ended up beating my juvenile hearing. So I ended up in lack of evidence again. You feel me? Lack of evidence. The only thing that pinged me there was my monitor. My was no eyewitnesses. You feel me? So they
God is
didn't really have,
good.
but they knew I was there, and they knew I
Oh.
was in my. I was in my car. They tested my car for gunpowder and shit, and obviously, you feel me?
So then what
Uh,
happens there? What happens
so
from
what
there?
happened? They ended up towing my car. They do all the forensics testing, and then they do all the testing. They ended up. I still haven't. That shit chalked up. I had just got in that vehicle too. It was a badass little Audi and shit. It was my first car. You feel me? I felt like a man and shit. But nah, I ended up fucking. That was only like 2 months, and then I ended up getting to some bullshit. But back to what I was saying. Well, I ended up being in my juvenile transfer hearing, and after that, I really thought to myself. You feel me? Like I really was like, because I have a baby. I have a daughter. I have a daughter and shit.
okay.
So I really was able to really think and just analyze my life and just realize that I have purpose. You feel me?
Yeah.
I have. I had one chance. I had two chances. That was my third chance. You feel me? So I knew there was more to life for me, and I knew more that I knew I could do more. I know my potential. You feel me? I've done a lot of bullshit, but you feel me? I'm a smart. I have a good head on my shoulders. You feel me? And I know how to move.
Yeah, definitely. If you're able to get back on course to be like, yo, I gotta do the right thing, because now it's not all about me. It's about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be there for her.
Uh-huh.
So that's important. That's super dope.
Okay. So
Now,
that happens. Yeah. So you get out, and then what happens from there?
I got out, and then I ended up going to like a halfway home. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a rehabilitation home, and I did another 9 months there. I did another 9 months there, and that was basically what I did there. I attended a training school in Oakland because my group home was in Oakland, so I ended up attending a trade school. Trade school, I learned a lot of different trades. You feel me? I learned more. I learned more about different stuff in life. You feel me? And it really gave me a push to damn, the fuck, I could be doing this shit the right way. You know, I could be making money legally to where the fact that no one can ever take shit from me. Feel me?
That's
Yes, sir.
fire.
It's my
Yes, sir.
So, well, how was that experience at the trade school, and how long was that program and shit like that?
16 weeks. I earned a lot of credentials and a lot of certificates. I got like my Has Whopper. I got my electrical certificate. Like all the fundamentals, like plumbing, carpentry. For me, all that little shit. I got all my fundamentals of that. I met a lot of great people there. For sure, met a lot. I networked. You feel me? So that group home shit was honestly like bullshit, brother. Like it was clean. It was cool. It got my head straight. You feel me? And the owner of the group home, the owner of my group home, he was, you feel me, a solid individual. You feel me? He was like another father figure in my. You feel me? Because he really cared. You feel me? And usually when you go to facilities and stuff like that, and people don't give a fuck about you, brother.
Yeah.
You know, you're just another kid to them. Literally, that's all it is. So for me, thank God I had a different experience. So my guardian was actually, you feel me, he was there, you feel me, he was present, he helped me through a lot of shit. You feel me? I would wake up at 6 in the morning every day. Wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm basically just tell you my like what my schedule was at that time. I'd wake up at 6 in the morning. I'd go to school until I would start school at 7. I would go to school until like 3:30, get out of school, and then I had a part-time job. I had a part-time job after school. So you feel me? I would literally doing my thing. You feel me? But I couldn't have no cell phone. I couldn't have no visits just because of my case. I wasn't allowed in my county. Um, just a lot of bullshit that was happening while I was there. They ended up sentencing me again. They tried to hit me with double jeopardy because my victim ended up dying. So they tried to hit me with double jeopardy. So they tried to send me back to courts and shit. But you feel me? In California, it's not legal. Like you can't get it's just baby double jeopardy is what they call it. But they couldn't do shit anymore because I had already pled guilty. But if I didn't have because I took a deal. I took a deal with the joint suspension.
Yeah.
So I got a 12-year joint suspension. So if I like fuck up or catch another charge, I go down for my 12 years. So I did
Okay.
like 2.5 with the 12-year joint suspension.
Oh
Just be,
shit.
just because my case was considered a self-defense case because I guess they didn't no lack of evidence like I said.
Yeah.
So they didn't
Okay. Yeah. So they can't charge you again. So all right, then
yeah.
what happens after the trading school and the group home? So I guess you turn 18 and then you're out of there, right?
No, I stayed there
Oh.
past my just because of my case and my charges like I said. I was probably like the only kid like in my county or in I don't know, like just in my group home, like they would always tell me like you're lucky, like they give you another chance. You feel me? You're the only
Yeah.
kid that I've heard of that goes to a group home for those charges after your certain amount of time. So basically after the time I did the little 2 years or whatever, they try to say like I need a rehabilitation to go back into the world. For me free road completely. So that group home was very structured. You feel me? That's what I liked about it. It's structured, so I had a lot of structure. I was able to fucking, save up money legally. I was working. I bought my second car.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So I ended
So,
up.
so the group home worked. This is a case where it worked, where you got your shit together. You're like, yo, I ain't going back.
So all right, so you come back to Watsonville, right? You make it back home towards there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what
I
happens
no.
next? Yeah.
No. Actually, no. So after I got in my group home, it's called AB 12. It's basically where like foster youth or kids that have been in the system by the time they turn 18, they help us with housing. It's
Oh.
like benefits. They help us with housing, like food stamps. They pay all our bills. You feel me? You feel me? Like they that was a really helpful program for me too. I was living alone. I had my own apartment, my own car. I was doing my thing, and then I ended up fucking up, bro. Like I literally got violated because gunplay video. That's what fucked it all up for me,
What? How did they find it?
brother. That shit blew up. That shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
So
for a rap video,
that,
they violated you.
yeah, for a rap video, just said gang signs or whatever. But they know, this is me no matter what. Now you never changing. Ain't shit ever gonna change.
So then,
And
so
basically,
what? Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened? That's crazy.
well, they tried to send me back to court, but they wanted me to go in prison. I was like, fuck no, I ain't going, nigga. I'm not going back to jail because I thought I was gonna get hit. I still think I'm gonna get hit with my joint suspension because I'm currently, you feel me? I'm moving right now.
Yeah.
Feel me? But I thought I was gonna get hit with my joint suspension. That's why I never really like really want to go. I never wanted to turn myself in or even take that risk. If you guys are, if I'm gonna do all that time, you guys better catch me.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. And so then
Yeah.
I think we should get right into the music, right? I think the music is
Yeah,
leads up to all this, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the music.
Fuck.
You're a wild man. You're a wild man.
You're a wild player.
Yeah, it's just, feel me? It's some fuck. It's my life.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's get to the music.
All right. So then
Enough of that. Enough of that. Let's get to the music.
All right. So then, Gunplay. You go to the song. So how do you know 16th Street Ghost? Let's start there.
I met him in jail.
Oh, okay.
When I called my case, I met him in there. 'Cause I called my case in his county.
Okay.
So I ended up meeting him.
That's different. Isn't you guys are all the 831 though, right?
Yeah, but it's different county. He's from San Benito County. The homie's from San Benito County. He's about like 35 minutes. So I'm Santa Cruz County. He's San Benito County, and then Salinas is Monterey County. So we have like 3 counties in Monterey. We have like 3 counties in the 831.
So yeah, so how was the experience? Like you guys were locked in when you guys locked up. Like how was that experience like in jail? And then take it to the outside.
So basically, you feel me? So we program in there. You feel me? We you feel me? We move as you feel me how we are. So basically, so in Salinas, so we were at that time we were in a facility in Salinas because they were working on the hall in San Benito where I caught my case where he's from. They were working on that juvenile hall, so they're sending everybody to Monterey County. So when he was never sending everyone to Monterey County. Monterey County, there's a lot of different. You feel me? There's a lot of different hoods. There's a lot of different people, and out there there's a lot of Sureños. There's a lot of Southerners. So basically, what had happened was he had an H on his hand, and that resembles a gang out there. You feel me? An opposition gang out there in Salinas. So basically, I just feel me. They cracked our sale. You feel me? And I just walked up to the homie and shit. You feel me? And basically, it was just you feel me. Well, we introduced ourselves. You feel me? Had to do what we had to do, shit. And I ended up finding out he was a homie from Hollister and shit. Well, our peoples, our neighborhoods have a lot of stuff in common, and we really like back in the day, and still to this day, we're connected. You feel me? Like,
yeah. How far is Hollister from Watsonville, and what's more dangerous? What city's more dangerous?
like 40 minutes. And what's more dangerous? Honestly, it's just you feel me. It's the same shit. Like Hollister's They're very structured, there's nothing but good things to say about the homies from out there and shit. They're cool homies, They same for me. Expectations are high.
Yeah. So who gets out first? You or bro? Who gets out first? You or 60 Street?
For some petty shit. So I was there for a minute, and we were like, I literally told him like, "What's up, fool? Let's write a song," And he's like, "You rap?" I was like I'll rap, I write something. We got nothing but time in this motherfucker, So, I basically started writing, but that never went anywhere until I'm telling you. So I got out, and we kicked it on the outside. You feel me? We met on the outs.
Wow. So he was already rapping? I think he just started rapping too, right?
I don't think he had dropped his first song, but what song he had rapped to me in there? You know that song, Who's Trippin'?
Yo, that song is fire. Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, that's a slap. He had rapped that one to me, you feel me, before he even put it out and shit. He was like, I got this shit, you feel me? And I was like, you feel me? That's hard. That's many. For sure, you gotta drop that.
Nah,
and
hard.
Dummy's doing his thing, he's shining, you feel me? Shout out to my B and shit. Shout out to my brother, that's my nigga.
For sure. And then so you make your first song. So y'all playing around the studio. Tell me just about that whole day. How was that day like when Gunplay came out? I mean, you guys created Gunplay.
That day was my cousin that I mentioned earlier, JoJo, MTMG JoJo, and my little brother, Red 26, you feel me? Brother, we had just went, and we were just like, fuck, we're just gonna smoke, we're just gonna go kick it, you feel me? Because that shit's just a vibe, you feel me? At the studio, you feel me? You're right there sipping, listening to the homies rap, smoking, you feel me? Being able to give your criticism, your constructive criticism, you feel me? Like, you feel me? You're able to talk to your homie, and just be able to, you feel me? Everybody needs that person at times in the studio, I feel like. Or just in general, tell you when you're fucking up, someone to tell you how to do things better in general, for sure. So we had, that's basically what it was, and literally there was like an hour left. And then we're just like, fuck it, let's make a song and we'll just keep it for us, like fuck it, we'll just keep it for us. And then yeah, so that's how it ended up happening. And then fucking we did that, and then it was a slapper. You feel me? That was my first time ever really rapping, brother. Like I said, so it
Yeah.
was just different for sure.
Yo, and then you guys create the song. You guys have a lot of fun because you're laughing at the end of the video and shit like that. I mean, at the end of the song. So you
Yeah,
gotta create.
I mean, like we're not gonna release it. This is for the homies. You feel me? That's just
Yeah.
for us.
So then what happens next? Like, when do y'all shoot the video?
Fuck. I literally it was literally like he had when he called me like about 2 months later, like a month later, and tell me like, "What's up, brother? Let's drop this music. Let's drop this video. Let's drop this song. We'll make a video." And it was just like for me, I never, you feel me? I don't seek that type of attention like that. For me, well, now it's different because now I started rapping. You feel me? I met a lot of people and stuff, but I never wanted that attention on myself. Especially like I said, I was on probation. I had just for me, I had just finished doing my little time. So I damn near knew what time it was. Like literally during the music video, I was just like, "Fuck, bro! Like I'm gonna get violated. Like fuck." I mean, you feel me? I was already knowing. I was just, but the only thing that I was tripping about, I was just like, "Fuck!" I'm in my 12 years. You feel me? And I'm not, bro. I've been out for like at that point, I was probably out for like 2 months. It probably was like 1 or 2 months, and then that's when we shot the video, and my PL literally called me. He's like, "Hey, Diego, so your videos throughout the whole probation department." I was like, you feel me? Like, he was just talking shit. You feel me? Just trying to be like a jackass.
Yeah.
Like you guys are blowing up. And I had just gotten my stomach tattooed too. He's like, "Hey, and I see that big old welly bird you got on your stomach." You feel me? He had brought that up because I had showed it in the end of the video. And usually, like, I wouldn't get checked for tattoos or nothing. And I ended up showing that was another point that he brought up.
So then, how does it go? How did the song end up going viral?
By no clue, brother. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I was literally looking at a picture, at a screenshot out of my archives. I had posted it. Brother, and I was tripping out. It said like 2 minutes, and every motherfucker already had like 300 views. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wow.
But all right, so what was the first day numbers, and what was like when it blew up? Like, when did it hit 50K? When did it hit 100K? Do you remember?
Same day, the same day it hit. I think damn near like it hit a big number. It hit. No, it hit the first day. I think it hit like almost 30,000.
What?
The first day.
TikTok had to pick it up right away, right?
Well, it was all over TikTok, Instagrams, and all over everything. Facebook.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I forgot what happened. I don't know how I saw it, but I think I saw it on TikTok, and I'm like, "Yo, we gotta do that shit. It's just blowing up crazy."
Yeah, it was very very viral, very viral.
Yeah.
First, and for us, it was just a joke, brother. Like we don't give a fuck about no ops. You feel me? Like niggas is not on that. You feel me? So brother, that song was just like, if we was just fucking around. Feel me? So we were taking it serious, but we really weren't, to be honest. But out of for me, the other side, you feel me? They started thinking it was a diss, and like we were trying to copy like fucking Lefty Gunplay and all this other shit. Hell nah. That shit was just, you feel me? We had found that beat, and we are just like, fuck, let's hit it.
Yeah. So in your verse, you talk like with a lot of Spanglish words to it. Yeah.
It just goes back to my culture, and it goes back to my talent. Feel me? That's just how it is out there. Like Cholo, you feel me? Super set.
Yeah, because I was reading comments and they were like, "Yeah, like is this guy from down south?" Because people were saying, "I thought they were from down," because like how they rap like with more of the
like
Spanglish twang.
No, for sure. No, yeah. I'm already knowing it.
Yeah.
But that's cool because you keep your connection to your roots, and you're 100% Mexican.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, we always got to get that because Northern Cali and
people be mixing shit.
South Cali, they be Puerto Rican. You be talking to somebody.
El Salvadorian,
Mexican, got a little bit of everything.
Oh, it's honestly just a lot of Mexicans. Honestly, it's literally a lot of Mexicans because our Watsonville is an agricultural city. So basically, we have a lot of fields. We're a town of a strawberry. Like literally, I don't know if you've seen homies be getting strawberry tattooed or just different shit like that. But our fields are strawberries. It used to be the apple. And then it turned into the strawberry.
Wow. Okay. And then, how does No Regrets come about? Is that your second song ever? No way.
That was my second ever song.
What the?
And I was literally. It was literally with my boy. I was literally with my boy in Sac, and he had went to go record some shit, and I had written that down, and I was literally that day I still remember when I was writing it down. I was literally in my room like, fuck, And my mom, my step-pops, all my brothers were in the living room, and I just kept going in and out like, fuck, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? You feel me? And they were like, yeah, it goes. You feel me? Like, so I was just like, I'm just gonna keep it. You feel me? In my notes, just in case you feel me, I ever hit the studio again.
Yeah,
Because I still was.
that's my favorite song by you, by the way. And also, can you explain? Were you in your feelings at that? I feel like that's like in your feelings type of song, if that makes sense. How you feel about that?
I just feel like I was really just speaking life. I was speaking my life.
I felt that shit. It was like real life, you know? It was kind of
Yeah, that's what it was more for myself. I'm not gonna sit here and rap cap about shit. You feel me? If I did it, I did it. And if I didn't, I didn't. You feel me? That's just me.
yeah.
I am who I am. And it's just like, that's me. If I am who I am, if niggas gonna accept me for who I am, they're gonna accept me. If not, it's not. For me, so it's just like, just me speaking life, like I said again. And a lot of people are actually fucking with it for sure.
So how did Shada jump on it?
I got Shadas on that one too.
How'd you get shot on it?
That's my boy. You feel me? Feel me? Fuck with the label Zoned Out and shit. So fucking basically, we was barely connecting, brother. You feel me? Like networking, connecting. You feel me? And basically, I had ended up telling him like, "What's up, bro? Like, let's hop on a song." He's like, "Fuck it, I'm down." And he slapped. You feel me? And likewise, you feel me? My nigga be slapping. My nigga, you feel me? Consistent. He be slapping. So basically, what I ended up recording that. I ended up going with my boy because he went to go record in Sacramento with some guy named Scotty. So he was recording, and I think there's like about an hour left, and that song was in one take. I did that song in one take. Like I literally just went in the studio.
Fuck.
I saw it, and I was just like, it was literally a one take. I was like, fuck it, if it sounds clean, it sounds clean. But I think about it. I didn't know nothing about fucking ad-libs, no doubles, no none of that shit. I didn't know nothing. So for me, it was just like, I'm gonna get in there and get out.
Yo, has your luck in life been crazy? Like you dodged and you managed to pull off a lot of shit, bro.
Brother, fuck. Let me tell you.
Yeah, to think about all
What
the
was
shit think about all the stuff you've done that you can't even talk about.
Nah, for sure. I'm one lucky individual. I feel like I've gotten a lot of chances. Feel me? But like, I don't know how to say it. I've gotten a lot of chances, brother. But once you're in this life, there ain't no going back. And like I said, I wouldn't change. Even if I could go back, I wouldn't change shit. I'd still be the same. But like I said, I'll just move smarter, and I'll surround myself around people who really cared. I feel like really valued me. Feel me for who I was. I wouldn't. There's certain shit that I would go back and like. I feel like I just like wanting acceptance or that sense of belonging. You feel having to prove myself. Feel me? Like I did what I had to do. You feel me? Like I said in my song. You feel me? I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
But basically, that's just for me. That's what it was.
Yeah. So what would you tell the youth that's watching this to avoid? Like, what would be your advice for them not to go down?
Be your own man. Be your own man. Feel me?
Yeah.
Don't look. Feel me? Just do your own thing. Shit ain't for everybody. Stick to the books. Like, feel me? This just watered down. Feel me? Just do your own thing. Make your money, and that's what it's about. Cause they no longer give a fuck about you at the end of the day.
No, yeah, and I kind of like how you have no regrets and you stand on your shit. I think as a man, you're supposed to stand on what you did, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
with anything in life, right? So it's kind of cool how you like, you tell the youth to stay out of it, and this is the life I'm in, but don't be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't. You feel me? If you want to live this life, no, you better do it fully. You better not half step. But if you're not, then just stay the fuck out of it, brother. Keep your nose out the politics. This shit will get you killed.
Yeah, for sure. So then, for your hairstyle, can you explain what your hairstyle is for the people?
Fuck my head. I just have a high taper. You feel me? I used to have a tail, but when I got locked up, basically they had told me like you're not getting no more haircuts. The only way you're gonna get haircuts is if you my shit was probably like down to my shoulders and shit. My shit was banged out. And then I ended up I was just like fuck it, I'm gonna grow it back. So I ended up just growing it back, but this time I actually got it thicker and shit. I made it a little bit bigger. It don't mean nothing, but for me,
How long does it take to grow that?
fuck, my shit's been growing since like June of last year.
Okay, in a year. Damn, that's long as fuck.
Curly, like my shit literally hella curly. So my shit like when I actually like you feel me, my shit it gets longer.
Faster.
My shit
Tiene
just
pelo bueno, huh? Yo, so what's the deal with
I,
I'm sorry, go ahead, cause I cut you off.
not just like family. You feel me? My mom has really pretty hair. My dad has
Yeah.
good, nice hair. You feel me? It's just you feel me? Curls.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So what's the story? You signed to a label, or are you an independent artist, or where do
I
you
mean, I
stand
shot
with that?
a label. Feel me off my second song. That's something. You feel me? Like that's something I feel me. I can only thank God for. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I signed to my second song, and I just want to say before I give my big shout out to the homies. You feel me? From Zoned Out Records, all the homies, Big Cap, Lil Cap, Jerry, all the homies. You feel me? Wody, all the homies are locked up. You feel me? From the zone. For sure, Shotters, the homie Shotters, Baby Greaves, Lil Tab, all them. You feel me? That's really
Shout
what
out,
for me.
shout
It
out to
was
them.
just more. It was like we clicked after that music video. After No Regrets, we clicked, brother. Like all the homies, you feel me? We started working, started making money together, started doing hella shit. And I got an offer and feel me, I accepted it. But I didn't really accept it. Obviously, you feel me? It was somewhat for the money, you feel me? But it was just more like something else. It was just like a brotherhood, brother. Like it
Yeah.
was just like a family. It was a different family, you feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I just really liked what they were doing and I liked like they were making their money, but still about the cause, still about what we represent. You feel me? There was never like you feel me offsetting that shit or for me, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of homeboys. They're making music with the other side. You feel me? And just individuals that don't pertain to our politics. And this, like, not even that don't pertain to our politics. I'm just saying, like, opposition and shit. Like, brother, like, we don't do that shit. You feel me?
How do you feel about people joining gangs to make music, if that makes sense, to become rappers? How do you feel about that? Because people are like that, right? You can see it. You can see it in their
Nah, for sure.
music.
Nah, for sure. Just brother, like, that's nonsense, brother. Bullshit. Brother, 'cause I'm telling you, being locked up and having that sense of fucking aloneness and just being by yourself and not having no one, you feel me? Because shit gets lonely. That cell gets cold, and all you got is you and your thoughts, and you gotta be mentally strong to be able to fucking outlive that shit. You gotta be able to, you feel me? Know everything's gonna be good.
Yeah. So how many? You don't have to explain your tattoos, but how many tattoos do you have?
Oh, brother, I have a good amount. A lot of them I got them when I was younger, brother. I just got a tattoo like the day before yesterday.
Oh shit.
Shit, I can't even really see it like that.
That's hard.
Yeah, we can see it.
But it was just a lot of different. I probably have about like 10 tattoos. I don't know. You for me from the back top of my head. I probably got more. Honestly, I have my bird on my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like about 10.
Wait. You have a head tat, right? That shit hurt.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
Nah. Kind of. You just felt that shit like on your skull. You felt it like shaking. Like you literally feel it like scraping against your like bone.
It's crazy.
What the fuck? All right, so we got some questions from the Discord that they asked you. Shout out to my Discord community, Jerry TV Discord. Join up below, and we'll see if these questions. If you want to answer them, you don't have to, but I have a couple here that they asked, and also from Instagram. All right, guys, these are questions from Instagram
Oh,
and Discord. Do you guys fuck with the Sakura homies?
fuck yeah, you feel me? I met a couple. I met a couple of solid individuals from out there. You feel me? Being locked up and being in group homes and all that shit. You meet a lot of different individuals and you hit the network. Um, my utmost respect to the homies from out there. You feel me? Feel me? They're you feel me? That's another strong. You feel me? They're for me. I can't say too much, but
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
homies are
for
with
sure.
me.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
it PG. Keep it PG. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, those are homies right there. Shout out to the homie Rico, Thumbs. Shout out to all of them. You
Yeah.
feel me?
They asked about Second Street. Is Second Street active? What is that? I don't know what that is.
That shit's dry. They swear they're active, brother, but I promise you. I have messages and shit of like their older homies, brother. I really expose all this my phone, but brother, I really expose these niggas like their older homies texting me like, "Oh, you guys are the only hood we respect because you guys ain't watered down like the rest." Like for me, they know about us. For me, I ain't gonna say too much, but
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Everything else is just dissing you and your people and shit like that. But I'm gonna send it to you after.
yeah, damn, for me, I don't give a fuck about what people think
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't live your life. Um,
on other people based on other people's opinion. It don't make sense.
it don't make sense and it don't make dollars. It doesn't. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
you feel
It
me? And
just
that's what I'm saying. Like niggas be hating, but like, what the fuck is it doing for you guys? You feel me?
Exactly.
make
So
it
It
make
ain't
money.
put
so
pockets.
I want to give you your flowers. I feel like you're very respectful. We spoke about the interview. You didn't flake. You showed up on time. You're mad humble and you're well spoken. Where'd you get that from? Like, where'd you get that like the humbleness and the
I've always my mother. I've always my grandpa also my grandpa. You feel me? I've always been an outspoken person. I I know how to articulate myself and every. You feel me? I know to advocate for myself and how to speak. You feel me? And that came a lot from doing time. You feel me? With the older homies I was in there with us. You feel me? Just teaching us. You feel me? Writing, knowing how to write. Cause I'm telling you, you feel me? Once you end up like brother, once they lock us down and shit, bro. One phone call every week, brother. It ain't shit. So you gotta know how to write. You feel me? You gotta know how to draw. You feel me? Honestly, my handwriting was ass until I got locked up. I started writing like you feel me. We have to write hella little.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting though. You say you're 18 years old.
Yeah.
You're super mature for your age, but that's because you've been going through so much shit since a little boy that you
I
were forced to
appreciate.
grow up. No, yeah, yeah.
I I, I was forced to. I was forced to mature sooner than a lot of individuals. That's one thing I would say, and one thing I recognize. Cause I look at other people, I'm just like my age, and I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like you're retarded, brother. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of I found myself with a lot of people, and that comes a lot from like us. You feel me? You guys know what I mean by us. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like older people, but like we're taught to respect women. We're taught to respect people. You feel me? We have boundaries and we stand on morals and principles, brother. And that's just one thing about us.
Yeah, yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like how did you fix any, or you iron out some of the wrinkles? Like what do you see yourself in
I see
three, five
myself
years?
honestly. I like after the past couple of weeks, I started focusing more on my personal wealth and my personal growth. You feel me? Like getting sharper, you feel me, being smarter, being more working out, you feel me, caring more for myself and just started thinking more, you feel me? Like I wanna be someone that has businesses. I wanna be an entrepreneur for sure. I wanna have money, you feel me, I wanna be able to take care of my family.
No.
Feel me like I already do, brother, but it's just like you feel me, like I
At
just
a
wanna do
different
shit the right
level type shit.
on a different level. On a different level. I want to be, feel me, out of state. I want to be out of state, badass crib with, feel me, my people, the people I started with for sure.
Yes, sir. So who's your dream collab right now? Who do you want? It could be from the homie side. Doesn't matter.
Like what? A rapping?
Yeah, yeah. For rapping, yeah.
Oh, brother, Tony B for sure.
Tony B. I feel like I heard of him. He's from the 831, right?
He's not. Nah. He's from. He no. He's not from 81. He's in the pen. He's in the pen, but he be slapping for sure. He be for me. He speaks a lot of. He's for smart individual. Speaks a lot of truth. You feel me? You should look him up on YouTube for sure. Tony
Yeah.
B. He
All
has
right. How much?
slappers. He's more on that gangster tip too. You feel me? He's more like on. You feel me? Go back to what we were saying on that tip.
Yeah.
I would say either him or just fucking like yeah, probably him. That's probably you feel me. That's still alive and keeps going. That's him. You feel me? I got a lot of music coming with homies from my hood. Shout out to the homie Happy. You feel me? I'm trying to get some in the works with him. Shout out to the homie Boxer. You feel me? All the homies for sure.
Wow. So how much unreleased do you have right now? Because I know you only dropped 2 songs, right?
Album, brother, is coming. We got about like 4 songs in the works right now, 5 songs in the works, and they all bangers for sure. I'm not putting shit out there that ain't fire, that ain't gonna blow up, brother.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Because like, and I feel like for you, you should try to make more songs. Though I would say, right? Like try to make 100 songs, 200 songs, and then pick the best 10 or 12, right?
For sure. Nah, that's what we be doing, brother. I've been on some other shit recently. You know, I'm like I said, I've been focusing more on myself and my
Yeah.
my future and what it's gonna look like for me. You know, I'm growing. I'm getting older, and shit. Some shit has to change. You feel me? I just gotta get in the. I just gotta move. You feel me? I gotta be somewhere where I ain't comfortable. For me, because that's the only way I'm ever gonna succeed. If you feel me, because just being in this town, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Well, my town be hot, hella cops. You feel me? Hella,
Yeah,
you
and,
feel me?
and
And
they
they
all know you, and they all know you, right?
for sure, they hate us, brother, for sure. You
You
feel
gotta
me?
get
They
out. You
be
gotta get out of there, bro.
they be kicking my mom's door down, fucking like twice a month, brother. You feel me? Just tripping. All the homies, you feel me too? You feel me? Just on some hot shit. Just they be just trying to fuck with us.
Damn. So, yo, Top Rival, I really appreciate you for joining us. Like, what do you have to say to the people before, like your fans, your supporters, like before you get out of here and shit like that?
Fuck, I appreciate you guys all. You feel me? From the bottom of my heart. You feel me? We gonna keep working. We gonna keep making music, speaking some real shit. You feel me? Cause I ain't no rap cap. You feel me? I'm gonna speak everything the way it is. You feel me? I'm gonna speak life into existence and just keep spitting what I'm spitting. You feel me? And I just appreciate it. I appreciate you all for sure.
Yes, sir. What's your socials? Drop all your socials, your YouTube, all that shit. If you have one,
Uh,
Instagram.
well, I'm under Zoned Out right now on YouTube. I'm under Zoned Out Records. My Instagram for me, Top Rival 265. For me, that's really it.
Yes, sir.
Let us know. Let the people know also one last thing. When's your next song gonna drop? The album, the EP? What's going on?
Give them a time frame at least, bro.
I'm gonna try dropping something like in the next month with the banger ass music video. You guys gonna see for sure. Some saucy. You gonna see me in a. What was that?
So like in June, right? So that people know.
Yep, somewhere in June. You gonna see me in the fucking saucy, brother.
We're coming to Cali very soon, bro. We should definitely do something in person.
Nah, we is for sure. We gonna lock some shit in for sure, 100%.
Yes, sir. It's Jerry TV. Yo, shout out Pop for joining me.
I appreciate you guys as well for all you guys' love and support. You feel me? Utmost respect for you and your pops. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir. Likewise, brother. Shout out Top Rival. We out of here, man. Peace.
Later, brothers.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low now, move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the flow with a couple of shots. You better move, you better duck.